For the hardcore Star Wars fans, or rather Boba Fett fans, it is well known what the most famous bounty hunter in the Star Wars galaxy is capable of. But for fans who stick just to the movies, Boba Fett was a bit lackluster. He didn't have much screen time and even fewer speaking lines, the most famous being, "He's no good to me dead." But there is so much more to him than just a strong, silent bounty hunter in Mandalorian armor, who got bumped into a giant mouth hole in the middle of the desert by a blind man, who had even more blind luck. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Gerald, and I'm a Star Wars fanatic, and you can be a Star Wars fanatic too. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. Subscribing is absolutely free. We may not agree on every topic that I talk about, but we do agree on one thing. We love Star Wars. Okay, with that said, let's get on with today's topic. If you only watch the Star Wars movies, you will only see Boba Fett in this way. He was the bounty hunter first introduced aboard Darth Vader's Super Star Destroyer. The team of guns for hire were there on request by Darth Vader to track down Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon. Boba was successful and helped set a trap on Cloud City to capture Han Solo for the Empire. He then transported Han to Jabba the Hutt, who had a price on Solo for years. When Luke Skywalker and Han's other friends show up, they are all captured and taken to the Sarlacc pit by Jabba the Hutt. One thing leads to another and a battle ensues. The end result is the rebels escaping. Jabba the Hutt is choked to death by Princess Leia and her slave chain, and Boba Fett gets clumsily bumped into the Sarlacc pit by Han Solo, who suffers from hibernation sickness, which resulted in his temporary blindness. So, blind man bump, Boba fall, character looks insignificant and unworthy of all the praise that the fans give him. But with all this, Boba Fett was kind of a chump in the eyes of some people, understandably, but for some of us, even then, he was a badass. Why? For one, he was the only one who could talk to Darth Vader the way he did without being choked. The second, he had a reputation. Remember, Darth Vader got right up to him and said, "No disintegrations." Boba just calmly replied, "As you wish." His reputation is that of one who destroys his opponent, with every part of them being destroyed. But did you know there is so much more than what we see in the Star Wars films? There has been a plethora of print media on Boba Fett, so much that it became hard to keep track of. And that's not to mention the new canon material in the Mandalorian series. There's Legends material as well as new canon material in print and television. Legends is the former Star Wars Expanded Universe. It was deemed Legends and officially non-canon or unofficial story when Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012. It is still in print, so I will start there. Let's just say Boba Fett got the stories he deserved back then. Not only was he a Mandalorian, but he survived the Sarlacc encounter and became one of the best Mandalorians to live. Such a great Mandalorian that he filled his father, Jango Fett's plans. He became the Mandalore, or leader of the Mandalorian people. He even had a wife and daughter, and even a granddaughter. Other clones of the Jango Fett template were taken in as Mandalorians as well, forming Clan Skirata. They were started by Jango Fett, and Boba Fett stayed in contact with them. One, Jang Skirata, even helped heal Boba Fett from an illness that was killing him. However, as I mentioned, this has all been deemed non-official. That makes me sad. But there is a silver lining. For 8 years, Boba Fett has been believed to have died in the Sarlacc. That is, 8 years in our world, from 2012 until 2020 when The Mandalorian Season 2 aired. There was the clone face of Boba Fett standing before us. Armorless and scarred, he meets Din Djarin and retrieved his armor from Mando, who needed help saving his own adopted son, Grogu, or Baby Yoda if you prefer. And, if you are wondering, this story is official, which means Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc once again. Some fans were excited, as others were disappointed and thought of it as more of a fan service. The story continues throughout the rest of The Mandalorian Season 2. He sticks to his oath of helping Din Djarin rescue Grogu, Baby Yoda. But the best part of this is twofold. In his first live-action scene since Return of the Jedi, he does it. He shows Boba Fett fans what they have been waiting to see since 1983. He kicks ass. Not just a little either. He beats Stormtrooper Heine at wholesale price. We see him use the weapons we all knew he had, and including some knee rockets, and a fighting style reminiscent of a Mandalorian. But he makes some ambiguous statements that continue to keep fans arguing as to whether he really is a Mandalorian. You can see some of my other videos about that. I've made a few. No, Robin Zeltzer, I will not be including that in this video today. You're welcome. That isn't to mention the story arcs during the Clone Wars animated series, which shows a young Boba Fett trying to get revenge for his father's death and finding his way through the galaxy. At the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, it was announced that there would be another series, The Book of Boba Fett. The teaser showed another moment in Boba's life that will go down as an iconic scene. He returned to Jabba's palace. He and his sidekick Fennec Shan took out the remaining guards of the palace. As Boba Fett made his way into the throne room, he saw Jabba's former butler/slave trader sitting on the throne, Bib Fortuna. Bib tried to bargain with Boba, but it was for nothing. Boba Fett shot Bib Fortuna, or Big Fat Tuna, at this point, and pushed his lifeless body into the floor, then took the throne for himself. The point is, if you have only seen the movies and you wonder why there are fans of Boba Fett, this is why. Boba Fett has always been an iconic Star Wars character. Whether you like him or don't understand the fascination with the character, he is universally recognizable and one of the most well-known characters in all of science fiction, cinema, and print. We all know what he was capable of. It isn't just because of his cool armor or his strong silent demeanor, but also the air of mystery that surrounded him in that first scene, when he appeared alongside Darth Vader himself. But the story isn't over. Not only with the upcoming Book of Boba Fett in December, but there's also another series of comics that has featured the famed bounty hunter. The ongoing Bounty Hunter series has featured Boba Fett in its first issues, but now a comic book series has arisen, War of the Bounty Hunters. It tells the story of Boba Fett trying to get the frozen Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt, all the while being hunted down by other bounty hunters. And let's not forget the Darth Vader comic series that featured Boba Fett going to hunt down Luke Skywalker after the first Death Star. Whatever happens in these upcoming television and comic series, there's more Boba Fett content than you can shake a stick at. Wait, what does that even mean? I never thought about it. That's a weird saying. Anyways, it is an exciting time to be a Boba Fett fan. And if you aren't a Boba Fett fan, that's okay too. But if you haven't seen any of the other material, maybe you can give it a try. See what you think after all. But that's all I have for you today. This has been one of my older videos I decided to repost. It didn't get a lot of views the first time, and I'm not trying to get a lot of views on it this time or anything. I just wanted the newer people to be able to see it. It's hard to go back and see all my videos. I have 450 or something videos out there, and it would take over a year. If you watched every video, one video a day, it would take about a year and a half to watch all of them. So I like to go back and repost some of my better videos. Well, I feel like they're better, but I like to go back and repost some of these videos just so the newer people get a chance to see them. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it the second time around as much as you did the first time around. But if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. When you do, you're entering yourself in for a chance to win this remnant stormtrooper figure as seen in The Mandalorian. When I hit 25,000 subscribers, I will be giving this little puppy away, and one of you will have it to keep in a good home. So hit the subscribe button, turn on all your notifications, stay up to date on all my content, and don't forget to leave a comment down below and a like. And if you don't like the video, hit a dislike. Show me that I'm doing something wrong. This has been Gerald from Star Wars Fanatics signing off, wishing you all great health and happiness. Thank you all for watching, and remember, this is the way, the only way.